but obviously I need a little bit more direct and maybe a little bit more savage to get my point across.
You want someone evicted for being messy?
I want someone evicted for not having a bit of social etiquette and actually taking it in account that you're actually sharing the house with more than just yourself and the rest of the clothes.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
1 point for eviction this week goes to Jamie. Today, Jamie was reprimanded for what reason I'm not sure and was sent to the punishment room. In doing so, he managed to rack up $10,000 worth of fines within a 10-second period. Now, that's inappropriate. The money that's going down is an embarrassment to the house. These people in the house has managed to rack up $10,000, like tens of thousands of dollars worth of fines within the period of time they've been here. I've been 3 weeks, a clean slate, and I can't understand why people just can't clean up their act and actually conduct themselves accordingly, so there will be some money left at the end.
That is all.
Thank you.
Why, someone in the audience said that was nasty. That's what nominating is all about.
Yeah.
Do you think that was nasty, or that's what you've got to do?
I think that's truthful. I don't think there's enough truth in the house, and that was truthful. It may come across as being a bit nasty, but it's what you have to do, otherwise you get a couple of points towards your name.
Now, how are you feeling about your experience now that you've had 24 hours outside? Are you glad you went in?
I'm glad I went in. I learnt so much, and it's just great being out, though, as well, and being able to see everyone I really love.
OK, glad to go in, glad to be out.
Yep.
And you are talking to Mike tonight, aren't you?
Yep.
OK, that is at 11:30 tonight. But in the meantime, let's quickly check the tally board before you go. Let's have a look. The magic tally board. Oh, Rob's in the lead with 6, Camilla with 5, Danielle 3, Katie 3, Ashley 1, David 1. And we'll turn the page. Jamie 1 and Crystal 1. Wow, nearly everybody's got a point. What is going to happen? OK, coming up next, our other fabulous evictee from last night, Dino, joins us live on stage, and 3 more housemates slap on the nomination sunscreen. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, and all the very best. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Cool. OK, stay tuned.
I think I've told you stuff I've written, haven't I?
Tell me some more.
Clouds in formation, delight in arrows of light. Watery parachuting orbs descend. Rubber grandfather clocks resounding. The train is late and the jobs wait. On cobwebs of pavement they stand. Paper faces make stifled conversation. Strangers everyone, outside it could be rain.
Wow, it makes so much sense.
And a big welcome now to a man who never shied away from giving his opinions and was evicted last night, perhaps for that very reason. Hello, Dino.
Hello, Debbie.
So, how you going?
A bit tired. It's been a long day.
Yeah? Well, Jade seemed energised by the day. You feel exhausted, or...?
I think she took all my energy.
Did you? Because you had to do all the interviews together.
Not all of them.
But
some
a lot of them? Yeah. All right, so what were the questions that you were asked?
Oh, you know, there seems to be one common question about
What is it? Oh, your love triangle.
As always.
Have you changed your perspective on all of that? Like, how do you feel knowing...
No, I saw a lot of footage today.
Yeah.
Managed to watch a lot of the show, but I saw the Daily Show, the 7 o'clock show, and I think, yeah, after watching that, I'm glad about the way certain things have happened.
Why are you glad?
I'm glad I never really showed my feelings towards Danny too much.
Why? Have you seen another side of her now that you've watched from the outside?
Yeah, I think she definitely has some strong feelings for John. If I had have taken anything any further with her, it would have just jeopardised their relationship. And I think they'd be really good together in the house.
I reckon I'm going to put $5 on John not moving in there.
I think you might be right. He seems to be loyal, and I think he keeps thinking about me in the back of his mind. But maybe he'll change.
I should say we don't condone gambling, and I was not really saying I'd put $5 on it because I actually don't earn enough money to do that. OK, time now for Jamie to nominate. We thought he was devastated by Dino's eviction last night, but as we saw in The Daily Show, Rob and David thought it was a bit bunged on. This then impacted on Jamie late last night, raising questions about whether he felt comfortable with Rob and David. So I wonder if we're about to see the result of all of that right now.
Jamie.
Big brother.
Who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
All right, I'm going to go with 2 points for Rob on the basis of personality. I find him insincere, I can't trust him, and I know he likes to have a bitch behind my back. I also find him intolerant. He likes things done his way, and if not, then I know he has a whinge about it. So,
How do you know you can't trust him?
I can feel it. Only because he talks to me about issues with other housemates and he's not close enough to me to do so, so I believe he does it about me.
You want someone evicted based on a feeling you have.
Okay, I know it. And before he came into the diary room as well, he wouldn't let me in because he was coming to have a bitch. So I'm assuming that's about me. In fact, I know that's about me.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
David, on the basis of strategy, I think is a bit of a threat. He perceives me in one way, which is not right, and I think that
Threat to what?
threat to my time in the house. He believes me to be someone I'm not, and I know he tells people that.
Jamie, you're not explaining yourself. Get to the point.
Okay, Dave thinks that I'm playing the game, which I'm not. He tells other people that I am.
And how did that make you feel?
I think it's unfair.
That is all.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I reckon just keep doing
David,
what
to the
you're
diary room.
And I like you, the dog boy.
I didn't get the 1.0, but it was like...
David,
Yes, big brother.
who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
For 2 points, I nominate John for two reasons. First of all, that last week he got $10,000 worth of fines. Today he's got $5,000 worth of fines, and I think that he's just not taking our shopping budget seriously, and that really annoys me because I like having sauce, and I can't get sauce if there's no shopping budget.
Your other housemates have many fines. Why are you picking him?
Because last week he had the highest, and already today he's... it's Monday and he's already got a fine, and I think that's irresponsible. And the other reason that I've nominated him is because last week when he was up for nomination, he made a big deal out of it and kept saying he didn't want a big deal out of it, but kept making a big deal out of it, and that frustrated me. It's like, well, if you don't want to make a big deal out of it, don't make a big deal out of it. And it's like, annoyed me.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
For 1 point for eviction, I nominate Danny because she's a bit grotty, no, a lot grotty, and that frustrates me because she has to keep cleaning her room up, and I'm trying to have a yarn to her or some other girls, and she keeps having to go and clean up her act, and that annoys me. And also, it's Monday and she's also got $10,000 worth of fines, and that affects our shopping budget, and that frustrates me because I don't get any sauce.
That is all.
Well, I have to remind you all, Jade did predict that David would nominate Danielle. Now, who would you have nominated this week?
I think after watching the footage this week, I'd probably use the under the radar for the first time.
Yeah.
Probably go for someone like Ash and Claire. I think I was one person who was a bit hesitant to use the strategy in the under the radar votes. I like to pick people on their personality, but everyone else seems to be doing it, so...
But how do you know if someone's going under the radar when you're in the house?
You can just tell, especially Ash. Wednesday night discussions, you know, when we have the dinner, he purposely just doesn't want to make any serious comments about his opinion to certain issues. Stays out of trouble.
But it might be, maybe some people just don't like conflict, do you think? Or you can really feel that he's sort of...
I know he doesn't
repressing
like
it?
conflict, but I know he has an opinion on those things, and he doesn't say it in front of other people. He'll say it to Galen or someone else he trusts a bit more.
Oh, OK, makes it a smaller circle.
Purposely, you know, he knows he sees those things, but he keeps it to himself just to stay under the radar.
Could you have ever done that? I don't think you're good at bottling things up.
No.
Now, I have to tell you, the house has lost has remaining about $430,000 now. Started with $1 million, nearly halfway through, and they've got $430,000. Let's have a look at the tally board. OK, now almost everyone has been given a point other than Claire and Galen. Rob has 8, Camilla 5, Danielle 4, Katie 3, David 2, John 2. We turn the page. Ashley 1, Jamie 1 and Crystal 1. Now remember, we do have a 3-point twist. Now 9 housemates have nominated so far this evening. 2 more to go, and then Katie, as I said, will twirl a 3-point twister and anything could happen.